never think it's personal when you're attacking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or when you're attacking one of my ideas, especially if you use evidence to attack it. And that's where things go horribly bad in some of these arenas, is when you say something to somebody. And it's so funny because whenever we're in person, and I don't know if the reason why is because I'm 6'2" and weigh 220. I don't know if that's the reason why. But for some reason, they're so fucking nice to me.
Who?
Anybody we debate in person.
So another reason why I'm demanding. That's one of the reasons I'm encouraging live debates right now, instead of like, I want to get you on Insta, or no, on the StreamYard or whatever it is, debate platforms. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's, first of all, it's on your show. Second of all, it's controlled by whoever's controlling your show. And
right.
third of all, before that live stream's even over, there's already 3 clips of me looking like a fucking idiot, like, because you just hand cherry picked
because you edited it to try to make it.
The show's like, I'm still in the show with you talking about this shit, and there's 3 clips already up, right? So I'm like, okay, fuck it. If I'm gonna have a debate, and I don't. By the way, we should probably talk about debates, because the debate is dead. By the way, conversations and shit talking is not. It's alive and well.
Like a Lincoln Douglas debate would put your audience to sleep.
Formal debate,
yes.
College debate, Oxford style debate is dead. Don't call it debate.
Yes,
Say,
exactly.
I want to call you a motherfucker to your face. Okay,
yeah.
here's the studio. Come to Vegas. I will book the time in Studio B right over here at Sticky Paws Studios. You can sit across the table from me and tell me what a son of a bitch I am, and I will tell you why you are wrong on everything you say.
And it's like when I say, come down to the jiu-jitsu mat. We'll have a conversation. And they don't want to step on the mat with me.
You notice that the conversation is is night and day. From the first time I went and I challenged Destiny and Sneeko on Fresh and Fit, where I'm like sitting here in my studio and I'm going in live from remote. You put them across the table from you, boy, that's the whole dynamic changes.
I don't think Sneeko and Destiny were like physically intimidating.
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, it's not the physical side, but it's like seeing somebody live.
You're talking about in general. Like if somebody's taling shit, they go, "Oh shit!"
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm just saying it's a different dynamic to
except the fat kid in Brazil. I'm not debating him. I'm not debating him unless we're in the same fucking room. That's the only way I'm debating him. And I guarantee you he brings security. Like that dude, that's a little different. But like other than that, no, man. It's just one of these crazy situations where I wish we could have these conversations, but these guys are getting so many views. Like, why?
Right.
Like,
free content for grifters and scumbags.
Straight up, dude. The thing today with Zerka and Zerka and Myron and Fresh going at Abba and Preach. You know what I'm saying? Like
what's up with that?
That was big.
Man?
I mean, they don't like each other.
I can tell you exactly what that's about.
I mean, Abba and Preach just straight up turned their back on.
Okay,
like,
so I was there when this happened. That's why I know. I was right there I was staying at the Centric when this went down. It was in August of 2021. Prior to that, in April of 2021, Abba and Preach really loved Fresh and Fit. They were on the show. They participated. If you watch my last show from last Sunday, I usually put a series of clips before I started on my main show. The first clip was Abba on Fresh and Fit talking as if he was Myron himself, like saying, you ladies are this and you're self-entitled and da-da-da. And he was like holding them accountable, and everything that he hates about Fresh and Fit, he was mouthing those right there. He wanted desperately to be part of this new manosphere thing that was going on, right? So flash forward to August of 2021. I'm there. I had just done a very hard-hitting EPAR culture, forced sexual copulation, whatever, grape culture thing. And so we had just like hammered this home. And that's when Abba and Preach came at Fresh and Fit. And it was the first time, at least that I was aware, that they got in.
Why?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because they wanted clicks, because they wanted engagement, because they wanted some notoriety, and they were the first ones to fight. There was like a shot across the bow. So all these people who used to be part of Fresh and Fit's crew, all the people who weren't about it, suddenly come out of the woodwork. Then you've got Hafiz from the Roommates. Then you got even Mike Rashid, who was part of the manosphere until he didn't want to be part of the manosphere anymore. Then you've got Abba and Preach, who were part of the manosphere before they didn't want to be in the manosphere anymore.
Where's the loyalty?
And the same thing.
You want clicks. What's loyalty?
It's not about loyalty. It's about generating engagement for them. And so all these people who wanted to be part of it, who wanted this, we agree with this part of the red pill, but we don't really agree with this part right here. They wanted to distance themselves from the red pill at that time.
You can also have not 100% agreement with topics within the red pill.
Sure,
of course, we disagree all the time.
But it's the personal nature
attacks,
of it.
Though.
Yeah, it's the personal nature.
The one thing, like you were saying, what about these beefs? Who are you beefing with right now? I hate the term beef. Stop using fucking beef. Okay, it's one
like
thing.
beef. I like beef.
Well, I'll tell you, it's one thing because whenever somebody says, "Well, can't we all just get along?"
No, that's not possible.
It's like, well, it's not possible because we're all our own brands.
Correct.
And so when, again, that ego investment thing, when you attack what my beliefs are, or if you attack my show or a topic that's on my show, and my revenue is generated from my brand of me, then you're not attacking whatever the topic was. You're attacking me and my revenue stream and my livelihood. That's what all these motherfuckers are talking about when somebody goes after them. And so this faction is on his side and this faction is over here on this side. So you have this atomization that occurs every once in a while. There'll be a flare up, like when I did the vasectomy tweet. You saw the factionalization crop up, and it's great because you want to talk about putting peanut butter on the floor so the cockroaches come in. That tweet was peanut butter on the floor, man, and everybody comes out of the woodwork, and I know who my fucking friends are, and I know who it's not now. And as a result, what happens is these guys who saw the manosphere as being this great new frontier for them to like develop a brand on. If you look at Adam Sosnick, he didn't have a show until I showed up on that show, and I'm not taking all the credit for that because he did a lot of work.
He didn't.
But every time I went on there, numbers spiked. I went and did Jedediah Bila, our first show in July of 2022.
Yeah.
We went at it, and then by December of 2022, she was on board with Andrew Tate. She loved Fresh and Fit. She was all about that stuff. It's why? Because she understands the profitability of being in that sphere.
Was she with Valuetainment then?
Yeah, she was by that point. And she went from having like maybe like 10,000 followers to clearing 100,000 by January of this year.
She's killing it.
Right. Because that manosphere is fertile ground for a lot of people who don't necessarily have anything to do with the manosphere. That's why you get Destiny and Sneeko and the rest of these guys who come out of Twitch. They come into the manosphere and they go, fuck, this place is great. Let's talk about bitches and hoes, right? That's why you get like whatever podcast. That's how you get Pearl. That's how you get Purple Pill podcast.
Wasn't Brian
That's how you get all that
Wasn't
stuff.
Brian doing street talk? He was doing
prank videos.
Prank videos with
so
feminists.
when you see he has 4 million followers or 4 million subs, 3.5 of those are from his prank.
Yeah, he was on the street like, don't call me a woman, or don't call me a guy.
But to his credit, 500,000 of those are from the 1 year of being in the manosphere. Now that we're switching to this culture war narrative for the election side, the pre-election cycle right now, you're going to, I made this prediction back in December on Rule Zero, my other panel show. And I said, you will not recognize the manosphere by August of 2023. And you know what? I was wrong. Because it's going on right. It's right now.
We just had this
right here in June.
Well, here's the thing. I always talked about politics regardless.
Yeah.
I always talked about the racial identity politics being black and white.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop talking about that.
No, but I'm
not going to go.
Here's the difference between me and you, okay? I only talk about red pill stuff. Then people say, well, you did a book about religion. Yes, I will talk about religion. I will talk about politics. I will talk about race if it crosses over into red pill topics, if it crosses over into intersectional dynamics.
Okay.
I am never going to do a show about just politics.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just race or just
I'm
religion.
a whore. I'll do all that.
Yeah.
I've done every.
We got to talk about politics.
I've done a show on quantum. I've done a show.
There are
with
people that do those topics
quantum
way
physics,
better than I do.
Yeah.
No, but my philosophy is be yourself, be myself. This is me. I stay in this space, but when it comes up and politics come up or race, I'm like, let's talk.